Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Hopefully I got a really good angle of the kit here. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. As long as you can see, well, maybe the top of my head might be cut off, but at least you get to see the drum kit. Alright, so day 5 of owning the drum kit, day 3 of playing. Guys, whether you have a guitar, a bass, drums, whatever, adjustment to learn. Little adjustments go a long way. So I've done 2 adjustments to the bass, to the drum kit today. The first one was, I thought my throne was high enough, but it actually wasn't. So I might even raise it up a bit more. Like I've got a bit of an arc on my leg, but everybody's going to be different on this one because it's a physiology thing. But I need to be. It seems like I need to be more down with the leg than up to be able to get some speed. But so I adjusted my throne, which is super comfortable, and we're going to go through the price breakdown of what I paid for and how I bought the drums and everything like that. But the second one I did was I readjusted the spring tension and the beater length and angle on my kick drum. So I started off, everybody says start off like with like a 45 degrees, right? But it was just too slow. And I had it all the way out, it was just too slow. Now I've got it about a full fob, if you want, the beater head, 1 full length down to get more speed. But I took that little, I think it's like a 30 gram weight or whatever, and I put it right at the top to get more. That's enough bang for me, but my rebound wasn't enough either. So when you shorten the beater, you get more tension on the spring because you have less leverage, right? But I tightened up the spring quite a bit. Now, this is what I can do, and I wasn't able to do this 2 days ago. And it has nothing to do with practice at this point, it's just the rebound. So it seems like I'm going to be a bit of a heel up player. I've been trying to do the foot down, but so okay. That's foot down. Yeah, I mounted it a bit better, but I mean that's a okay. I tried it with the heel down. Can't quite get it, but with my heel up, just maybe about that much. It's almost like a nervous twitch. I can't wait till I get a double bass drum on that thing, especially that drum. And then I'm gonna down tune it on top of that. Okay, so that's that was a great tweak. That was a great tweak. I might even go up on the spring tension a little bit, but I got to think of a. So yeah, it's close, because you hear I'm kind of, so for the fast stuff, that's where I want it set. But for the slow stuff, Probably going to tweak it a few times more. I think the spring tension's okay. Now I might come back on the beater just a little bit. Like I'm at about 30 degrees there, so yeah. But anyway, we got to get into the video, so got my snare off. Get my glasses out. Could be a bit of probably a part 1, part 2. So yeah, maybe I might go a little bit. I like the beater height. I think that's a better beater height because I want that quick response, but I also need the power, right? So it's like get the height down, then maybe bring it back a bit. Because now that I got the height down and I got the speed to get the power, maybe I'll bring it back a bit. You know, because the goal is to not to bury the beater, but to get that bounce, so you get a nice fluid. It's just tweak. So maybe 1 or 2 more tweaks on that, I'll probably have it. So here's the bill of sale. This is the damage. Now, 5 days in, do I have buyer's remorse or buyer's regret? No, absolutely not. I bought the right thing. If I would have bought a cheaper kit, I probably would be okay with it for a little while. But after a bunch of months or whatever, I'd be thinking of something like this, right? Like, oh, well, my next kit. Right now, I'm not even thinking next kit. I'm thinking, what am I going to do to this one? You know, so that's cool. So this is the agreement. I won't show you the details, but basically, it's the date Long and McQuaid Musical Instruments. And it's all my, you know, all the agreement stuff. But what you really care about is what I paid for this thing. So what I bought was, well, let's start. What did I buy? Mapex Armory limited edition Anaconda burst. That's what you're looking at. Now, according to the guy named Liam at the drum tech there, one of the drum techs at Long and McQuaid, what he was telling me is that usually when Mapex does like a limited run, it's usually around 300 kits or something like that. So I don't know, is it 300, 500, 150,000? I don't know how many kits they're going to make. I don't know how many drums they make a year. I can imagine to be, they seem like to be one of the, next to Pearl and Tama and Yamaha, you know, they seem to be of the upper tier, more of the upper tier. I know there's PDP, and then of course there's DWs, which is like, you know, when you just have too much money in your pocket, you go buy DWs. But even at that, like beauty-wise, I think the Mapex kits come up with the nicest looking shells. Like the color choices are, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. This is just, blue's my favorite color, but guys, if this is the only drum kit I ever get in my life, this is my first drum kit, but if it's the only one I ever get in my life, need not want. I mean, everywhere I'm going to play this thing, it's people are going to go, ooh, you know what I mean? Like it's just such a beautiful, like you can sit and stare at it for hours. It's like some of my guitars, you know, it's like, you know, for contrast, yeah, I'll grab the 7-string, yeah, just for contrast. So you got like purple with gray, and then you've got this Anaconda burst. I got no picks, but yeah, so yeah, still got to pay that sucker off. Still got a bit more on the Holcomb guitars to pay off the 2 of them, but they're getting there. So I bought this thing, limited edition. What it comes with, this is basically a 4-piece kit, right? So you get 2 toms, floor tom, and a kick drum. That's it for $1,300, right? $1,299, whatever. Okay, then I bought the Mapex Mars line hardware because I am probably going to get a cage leader. Like there's going to be a lot of add-ons to this drum kit. And over time, like I got to pay it down. Like I got to use it the way it is for probably the next year or so till I pay it off. But with the hardware kit, I got the 2 stands, the hi-hat stand, and the kick pedal, right? And that's what you get with the hardware kit. Oh, caveat or note: when you buy the shell packs, the actual hangers, these things, come with the shells, not with the hardware kit. So if you have extra toms and you're buying that, just keep in mind you may have to buy some more of these brackets separately, which I think they're about $60, $80, maybe $100. I don't know. The triangle, I just found it in the house. I have no idea where it came from. Yeah, I like it. The cymbals I bought, these are the Sabian SBR, so these are like base model. It's just hi-hats and ride, that's all I got. I wanted originally a splash, crash, and ride, and the hi-hats, but budget said if I wanted to stay under a certain budget, just go with this for now. I got the triangle here. Wait. We'll get it. I'll use the big boys. Wow, I'll use these sticks. I love that sound. Love that sound. That versus... Whoop. Okay. Try it. That's such a nice ping. You know, mind you, I gotta find a better place because that's gonna bang all this up. But that's okay. I didn't buy this thing to look at it. Then the snare is a Tama. It's a Tama. It's got Evans skins on it. These are Remo skins. Okay. But the Tama here, this is a Metalworks, I believe is what it's called. It's about a $400 snare. I was going to compromise on the snare, but I ended up, because the snare is such a crucial part of the kit, I didn't want to really, skimp on that. I'll do a more in-depth on the snare later. It is a pretty darn good snare. And then, of course, I bought the Mapex, bicycle style seat there. It's really,